When the world lost Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, it wasn't just the music industry that mourned, it was Sharon Osbourne's entire universe that shattered. Behind the wild rock star persona was a man whose death left a void so deep, it threatened to consume the woman who stood by him for over 4 decades. Now, as Ozzy's last interview resurfaces, Sharon's raw and unfiltered grief reveals the true cost of losing a soulmate, a partner in chaos, and the center of her life. The pandemic was supposed to be a pause, a chance for Ozzy to heal and regain strength. Instead, it became a cruel reminder of his fragility. In his final interview, Ozzy described his body betraying him, unable to walk, unable to hold his head up, feeling like a 99-year-old man. The gravity of Parkinson's disease and a spinal injury had taken a toll far beyond what fans ever saw on stage. He admitted that without medication, his tremors were uncontrollable, and even with it, the pain and limitations were relentless. But the real story wasn't just Ozzy's physical decline, it was Sharon's unbearable loss. Sitting down to speak about Ozzy's death, Sharon dropped all pretense. No witty remarks, no polished soundbites, just a flat, raw truth: "I lost everything." Those words carried the weight of 40 years of marriage filled with love, fights, betrayals, laughter, and survival. Sharon's grief was not neat or cinematic, it was messy, cyclical, and relentless. The house that once echoed with Ozzy's muttering, off-key singing, and chaotic energy was now silent. Sharon described the silence as an open wound. For decades, Ozzy's presence was a constant, calling her name repeatedly, breaking dishes, shouting at the dogs. Now, the absence of that noise was deafening. The empty chair at the kitchen table, his slippers tucked under the bed, his glasses still smudged in a drawer, these small everyday reminders were cruel proof that life had stopped. Ozzy was more than the rock legend who bit the head off a bat. He was the boy from Aston, the husband who whispered apologies in the dark, the father who cried at the birth of his children, and the man who loved fiercely despite his flaws. Sharon's memories were a tapestry of contradictions, wild and tender, chaotic and loving. Their marriage was far from perfect. Public scandals, including Ozzy's affair with Michelle Pugh, nearly tore them apart. Addictions and near-death experiences tested their bond repeatedly. Yet, Sharon said, "We were fire and gasoline. We burned each other, but we couldn't live without each other." Their love was a volatile mix of pain and passion, and now Sharon faced the impossible task of living without him. The family's grief was palpable at the funeral, a chaotic blend of tears, laughter, and music, just as Ozzy would have wanted. Fans gathered in thousands, singing his songs and mourning a man who belonged not just to his family but to the world. Sharon admitted to feeling alone despite the outpouring of love, because no one else had to face the empty house and cold bed. Jack and Kelly Osbourne shared heartfelt memories that humanized their father beyond the rock star myth. Jack recalled Ozzy's goofy moments, struggling with the TV remote, setting off smoke alarms while making toast, and chasing a burglar in a bathrobe. These stories brought laughter amid the tears, revealing a man who was as much a family man as a legend. Kelly spoke of Ozzy's quiet support during her darkest times, holding her hand and simply saying, "I love you." These moments showed the depth of his love, often hidden behind his wild public image. Sharon's grief was compounded by physical pain. She battled a severe neck injury caused by botched surgeries, leaving her uncertain if she would ever walk properly again. Yet, she fought to keep going, driven by the memories and legacy of Ozzy. "He may be gone, but he'll never leave me," she said, "because he's in every memory, every scar, every laugh line on my face." The Osbourne family's story is one of survival through chaos. Ozzy's resilience in the face of addiction, accidents, and illness was legendary. Jack described his father's advice as simple but profound: "Don't be a dick, or just keep going." This spirit of perseverance defined the family and helped them navigate the darkest times. The resurfaced interview and Sharon's candid reflections offer a rare glimpse into the private pain behind the public persona. Ozzy Osbourne was a rock god, a cultural icon, but above all, he was a husband, father, and friend whose loss has left an unfillable void. Fans and followers have expressed overwhelming sympathy for Sharon and the Osbourne family. Comments reveal a shared heartbreak and prayers for Sharon's strength. Many relate to the rawness of grief, sharing their own stories of loss and the struggle to move forward. There is a clear call for respect and privacy, recognizing that no amount of public support can fully heal such a wound. Sharon Osbourne's journey through grief is a testament to the complexity of love and loss. The The resurfaced interview with Ozzy Osbourne not only highlights his physical struggles, but also underscores the profound emotional impact his death has had on those closest to him. Sharon's honesty about her pain, her memories, and her fight to survive without Ozzy paints a picture of a woman shattered yet unbroken. In the end, Ozzy may have left this world, but his spirit lives on, in the music and the family, and in the heart of the woman who loved him through every chaotic, beautiful moment.